Hi everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobom Neeson. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well my friends, it's that time again for another type of video. A video that nobody has never done before. And this will be my very first time to do it in a webcam wise. So for today's video I decided to return all of my unknown questions back in webcam wise. If I can use a piece of paper or use a prop, but today I decided to write everything down on a piece of paper. And for today's unknown questions that I'm going to do for today is unknown questions for movies. And thanks to all the movies that we all know and love, from action, drama, romance, comedy, animation, you name it. There's a whole lot of unknown questions to be found that nobody had never answered before. And I studied all these unknown questions from so many years ago or two. And also, ladies and dudes, if you guys remember my old slideshow videos of all my unknown questions that I did from part 1, 2, 3, and 5, I will let you know is that all of my unknown questions videos that I did from the past 2 years ago, they are no longer in YouTube, along with my top 10 best unknown questions of all times, the one that I made the most. And I'll be too scared of all my favorite scores that I enjoyed from anime. Well, sadly, my unknown questions videos will no longer be in YouTube, and I decided to delete them all. So sadly, I delete only 1, 2, 3, and 5. They are no longer on YouTube, and I don't want my videos to become copyrights if one of my scores is going to become a copywriter, I guess. But as for Quick Video Part 4, it is still here on YouTube even to this day. So please check that one out if you don't mind. And so, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my unknown questions. Part 1, the unknown questions for movies. And before I can tell you about my main return of my unknown questions for movies, plus a brand new unknown question that nobody had never answered before, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick shout out to one of my best friends that I ever had on YouTube. One of my best buddies who is one of the best movie reviewers of all time. And this guy has one of the best British accents I have ever seen in my life. I hope he's British. He did have a pretty cool accent. Which guy I was talking about is my good friend Blaze the Movie Fan. Now, the reason why I want to tribute this video for my good friend Blaze the Movie Fan, because I really want to thank that dude for giving me a comment for checking out my top 5 most forgotten unknown questions for movies. And I was freaking surprised that he really did enjoy that video. And he said that is one of his most favorite videos that he ever watched from me. And since I watch a couple of his movie reviews here or there. I love Blaze the Movie Fan. He's a really cool guy. I love his personality. I love his attitude. He has an awesome catchphrase. And you gotta be careful of that guy. He likes to say the F-bomb too many times in his movie reviews or whatever other reviews that he did in his channel. But anyway, he's a really cool guy. So I really want to thank Blaze. So anyway, thank you so much, Blaze the Movie Fan. You will always be one of my best friends that I ever had in YouTube. And since you and I haven't met yet, you're a really cool guy. You have a really cool accent. You have a great personality and attitude, and I can't wait to see more movie reviews to come in the later on future. Maybe your favorite movies or the movies that you've seen in theaters. So I'll be looking forward to your more movie reviews to come, buddy, and I hope you will enjoy this video. And since there are some unknown questions to be found in movies, if you know what I mean. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my 10 main unknown questions for movies, plus a brand new unknown question that nobody had never answered before. So here we go. For my first unknown question is from Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. What do you think of Ace Ventura's tutu? Number 2 goes to Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 version. What do you think of Johnny Depp playing the Mad Hatter from 2010 version of Alice in Wonderland? Number 3 goes to Titan AE. Why did Corso is working with the Dredge? Number 4. 2 strange unknown questions. Okay, my first strange unknown question is, which one of these time machines is the all-time best? Will it be that car from Back to the Future, or the phone booth from Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure? Number 2, who is the most wackiest scientist of all time? Will it be Doc Brown from Back to the Future, or Eve from The Incredibles? Number 6 goes to the Great Mouse Detective. Do you think that Ratigan became a monster at the near end of the Great Mouse Detective? Number 7 is from Fatal Attractions. Why did Alex kill that poor rabbit for? Number 8 is this funny looking picture that I found 2 years ago from the 1989 version of Batman. What do you think of Batman and Joker are taking a picture together? If you don't know which picture I'm talking about, there was a picture with Batman and Joker together in one strange picture. Joker was holding Batman in one of his, I think in the shoulder, and Batman had a weird grim look on his face. You need to check out that picture. It's on some website somewhere. Okay, another strange picture is from Harry Potter and Brian Mills. Okay, did Harry Potter and Brian Mills had the same pose? If you don't know which picture I'm talking about, from one of the posters from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, you'll see Harry Potter holding these 2 wands in the bottom of both of his hands, while Brian Mills is in a shadow while he is holding a gun, and you'll see that taken catchphrase, if you know what I mean. And the last and final unknown question that came from the old great mighty Liam Neeson is, who is the most wisest character that Liam Neeson have ever played? Will it be Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace? Or Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia trilogy? So yeah, those are my 10 main unknown questions that came from my old videos from Part 1 to Part 5. And please give me your answers for ladies and dudes, because I would love to hear your answers for all 10 of my unknown questions that I told you about from the last 2 years ago. And now let's head on to this brand new unknown question that nobody had never heard before. And it came from Liam Neeson's brand new film called Third Person. And this story is all about, it's a story about this guy who was in Paris, who was trying to write down a story in his laptop, love triangle relationship between his wife and this woman that he barely knew, and you could say this dude's in an affair with this young woman who is only half of his age, and I'm not sure how long will this dude be with this woman that he barely knew in Paris, France. And sadly, ladies and dudes, there is this one big unknown question that I did found for this new movie of the third person. It's a part with Liam Neeson's character. He was in some type of hotel room and he heard a knock on the door and he saw that woman who was with him in a couple of clips here and there. She is wearing a robe and she just took the robe by accident and, well, oh, okay. Here we go for the last and final unknown question. Is it wrong for Michael, played by Liam Neeson, to ask Anna, played by Olivia Wilde, whatever her last name is, to take off her robe in the front of his door at the middle of one of the dorms into one of the Paris hotels? And I only got two things to say about this unknown question is, one, it involves too much information. And two, does anybody want to kick out more? I think it's time for all of us to calm down and eat a nice piece of candy, if you know what I mean. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, including my best friend Blaze the movie fan, and also my main buddy Alex from Movie Questions Answer. So what do you think of my unknown questions that I told you about in today's video? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is it decent for you? Or this is the most weirdest video that you ever see in your life? Well, wherever your thoughts are, ladies and dudes, comment below and let me know. And join me next time for my next unknown questions videos to come. So anyway, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 197. Sayonara!